A lot of you guys have emailed me saying, Shallon, how do I know if I'm in love? Am I too young to be in love? What is love? Love! I personally don't believe that anyone has the right to tell you what's going on inside of your heart and mind. If someone said, hey, my favorite color is orange, you wouldn't say, no, it's blue. It's blue. It's not orange. No, that's what makes sense to them. That is their reality. And if you think you're in love with someone, that's valid. I first fell in love when I was 5 years old, and I'm a grown woman now, and I still say no. That's when it happened. Have I experienced different types of love since then? Yes. As you get older, the kind of love you experience widens in a way. It becomes broader and deeper and less like hysterical. When you're young, like it's actually a scientific fact. Under 25, your frontal lobe hasn't fully formed yet, so you have trouble differentiating between fantasy and reality. In that, and this is the example I use because this is the one I read and it made sense to me. Like a 45-year-old could be in the shower and think about some scene from a horror movie where a girl gets stabbed in the shower and be like, whoa, that's weird, but like carry on with their shower. But like a 15-year-old would think of that scene and all of a sudden they'd have to like jump out of the shower because they'd be so panicked. It's like there's the idea and manifesting it as an emotion in your body they happen very quickly and they're fused together. So the kind of love you experience when you're younger is more based on like the possibility of that person and what you could experience with them, not necessarily what you are experiencing. That being said, again, everyone has different emotional depths and ranges. We don't all feel the same spectrum of emotions. Some people, I've dated them, have a very narrow emotional range. Some people, they're huge. They're just like every color of the rainbow in terms of emotions. However, here's how you know when it's not love. If you don't have a sustained, meaningful relationship with this person, if you can't say that you truly know them, it's probably not love. It's infatuation, which is completely valid. If anything, that's harder because it exists as a fantasy, going back to kind of the frontal lobe thing, and fantasies are impossible to get over because they're flawless. There's no like bad thing to like hang, to get a grip on, to like get over them. Fantasy is perfection. So if you find yourself in love with someone that you don't talk to on a daily basis, you don't have these heart-to-heart conversations, that maybe like there's more that you don't know about them than what you actually do, reframe it in your mind. Not because it's not valid and you don't deserve to be in love and this isn't right, but because it's a self-protection measure. Because when you tell yourself, I'm in love with him, you silently give yourself permission for a whole lot of really bizarre behavior. Oh, I'm in love with him, so I'm not going to like go out at night and like give other guys a chance because I'm in love with Mike. And I'm in love with him, so I need to ask him to homecoming. I'm in love with him, so I need to pour my guts out to him. No. But if you reframe it to yourself, like, I'm curious about him. He is very curious to me. Or I'm infatuated with him. That gives you a little bit more sanity. You're like, okay, he's interesting to me, but I don't need to send him like a candygram for Valentine's Day just because he's interesting. That would look kind of desperate and aggressive. But if you're like, I'm in love, I have to do these things, it's love, it's love. It also makes it harder to get over because you mythologize this relationship in your head. So it's not necessarily about age, it's about your connection with someone. So bottom line is, don't focus on you being too young. Focus on realistic. Love is defined, like a healthy relationship, it's actually been quantified. It's defined as one partner saying to the other, when you're in pain, the world stops and I listen. That right there encapsulates what a healthy relationship is. If you don't have that with someone else, with your crush or your love person, then it's probably not a very broad and deep relationship. And that's okay. It's infatuation and not love. And I have plenty of videos on how to deepen your relationship with your crush to get you to the point where you can say, hey, we're in love.